Hi, this is Mato. Welcome to my online chess lecture. In this video I will show you a game between Hikaru Nakamura and Alireza Firouzja. This is a game from the Candidates Tournament 2022. Anything important happened to you in 2022? Hikaru Nakamura had white pieces and he started with e4. Alireza Firouzja played c5, the Sicilian defense, knight to f3, d6, d4, c takes on d4, knight takes on d4, knight to f6, knight to c3, a6, the Najdorf variation, bishop to e3, e5, knight to f3, knight to c6, bishop to c4, bishop to e6, knight to d5, rook to c8, knight takes on f6, check, black to move. Queen takes on f6 is the most played move. Firouzja played g takes on f6, perhaps intending to use the semi-open file for the attack on the white king. Who knows? The game continued. Bishop to b3, knight to e7, castling, bishop takes on b3, Nakamura naturally captured towards the center, d5, the freeing move, e takes on d5, queen takes on d5, queen to e2 naturally, keeping the queens on the board, knight to f5, rook from f to d1, queen to c6, c4, black to move, bishop to g7, perhaps rook to g8 should have been considered. Bishop to g7, rook to d5, intending to double the rooks on the d file. Castling, rook from a to d1, rook from f to e8, h3, b5, white to move. c5 was played. The other way to go was bishop to c5. c5 was played, black to move. Bishop to f8. Perhaps a5 should have been considered. We have bishop to f8, b4, naturally, black to move. Knight to d4, attacking the queen and winning the exchange. Is black doing well? White to move. How would you continue? Nakamura played the best move. Knight takes on d4, queen takes rook. If pawn takes knight, then rook from 1 takes the pawn on d4. Back to our game. So in this position we have queen takes on d5, knight to f5, queen to e4. Who is better? Black is better, materially. But the white knight is extremely well placed, and the black king is quite exposed. So, white has plenty of compensation for the sacrificed exchange. The game continued. Queen to h5, rook from e to d8, rook to a1, rook to c6, white to move. How would you continue? Nakamura played bishop to h6, intending to remove the defender of the dark squares in the black camp. King to h8. If bishop takes on h6, then knight takes on h6 check, and after king to g7, what happens then? In this position, white has a winning move, and that is rook to a3. Back to our game. So in this position, Firouzja played king to h8, rook to a3 as planned, queen takes on b4. Black is better materially. If black can reach the endgame, then he would surely win. But Nakamura planned to finish the game in the middle game. First move, bishop takes bishop, removing the defender of the dark squares. Rook takes bishop, queen to h6, rook to g8, white to move. How would you continue now? Rook to g3 is asking to be played. Rook takes rook, pawn takes rook. And in this position, Firouzja resigned. There is no sensible defense against queen to g7. Checkmate. What do you think of this game? And that is all. I hope that you enjoyed watching this video. I wish you good luck with your chess, and bye for now.